It's raining outside this afternoon. I'm sitting by the window, listening to the sound of the rain mixing with the busy noises of the street. People passing by, motorbikes honking, the city moving even in the rain. There's something about rainy afternoons that makes us feel everything more clearly. The memories, the worries, the stories that we keep inside. And today, on this rainy day, I want to read to you the letter of a girl who always felt not enough. Maybe her story will remind you of your own. Hello, this is my confession of someone who always felt not enough. I thought I was broken for so many years, but I wasn't. I was just hurt. When I look back, I can see how this feeling started. When I was a child, I grew up in a family where love was something you had to earn. My parents were strict. If I got a good grade, they would say, "Good, but you can do better." If I make a mistake, they remind me again and again. I don't remember hearing, "I'm proud of you," or "You are enough," even once. So I learned early that love was conditional, that I had to work harder to be loved, that if I failed, I would lose connection. As I grew older, this belief shaped everything. In school, I studied until I was exhausted. If I came second place, I felt ashamed, like a loser. With friends, I tried to please everyone, scared they might leave me if I was too much or not enough. I was terrified of being alone. And then, in my first serious relationship, these vows followed me. I met a boy who seemed perfect. He was funny, thoughtful, and made me feel wanted for a moment. But inside, I was still that scared little child. I worried constantly he would leave me if he saw the real me. I hid my fears. I tried to be the perfect girlfriend, calm, supportive, understanding, no matter how I felt inside. If he texted me late, my mind went wide. He doesn't love me anymore. Maybe he found someone better. Maybe I'm boring. One afternoon, he was out with friends and didn't reply for hours. I sat alone, listening to the rain, shaking, crying, unable to focus on anything, imagining he was with someone else. It felt like my whole world depending on his answer. It was exhausting. Finally, he broke up with me. He said, "You are too anxious. It's too heavy." That sentence destroyed me. Because in my head, I had tried so hard to be enough for him. After the breakup, I fell into a dark place. I blamed myself, repeating again and again, I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. But then something small changed. I met a therapist who asked me the question, "Who taught you that you are not enough?" That question hit me so hard. I realized these beliefs had been with me since childhood, but they didn't come from me. They came from people who didn't know how to love me unconditionally. That was the first moment I thought, maybe I'm not broken. Maybe I'm just hurt. It took years, to be honest. I had to learn to give myself compassion, the kind I never got as a child. I practiced telling myself, "You are enough, just as you are." At first, it felt fake. My inner voice felt back, "No, you're not. You're a failure." But I keep going, again and again. I made small choices to change. I stopped saying yes to people just to please them. I set boundaries. I allowed myself to dress without guilt. I remind myself that people who love me should love all of me, not just the best parts. I cried a lot. Grief from the childhood I didn't get. Grief for the times I thought I have to work so hard just to be loved. Little by little, it got easier. The panic was still there sometimes, but it didn't control me anymore. I started believing that I was worthy of love, even on my worst days. So, yeah, that's her confession of someone who will always feel like she's not enough. If you're listening to this and you have ever felt not enough, please remember you were taught to believe that. If you're listening to this and you have ever felt not enough, please remember you were taught to believe that it is not the truth. You do not have to earn love. You don't have to perform to deserve a place in someone's heart. I still remind myself today I am enough. Exactly I am. And you're enough.